Okay, well, once again, we welcome you to the 54th annual FAB Knoxville Nationals presented by Casey's. First qualifying night tonight for RacingJunk.com. We're going to do something a little bit different tonight. Last night, everybody had trouble hearing the questions, so we're going to pass the wireless back and forth. These guys will pass their microphone back and forth between them. So first question, if you would, raise your hand, and we'll try to get the microphone to you. Let's go.
Shane, why don't you take us through that last lap pass of Kraig for the win there? Can you tell us how you set that up?
Well, like I said on the podium, sometimes when you're leading, you just don't really know where to go. And, hats off to him. He drove a great race. He honestly just left the bottom open for me a little bit on that last lap, or coming for the white, I should say. And I was able to capitalize on it. But, I was thinking that he was actually going to run the bottom, and I was going to have to run the middle. And I was able to keep up with him doing that in 1 and 2, and it just worked out for me. Honestly, the car was good, and the time trials are stressful, and of course making it through the heat race is stressful. And I feel like if you can do both of those, the A main, it's crucial, but it's not as crucial. So I was going to be happy with running second, and it just played out well for me.
Next question.
I'm going to pick on Kraig. How's it feel to run second?
Well, like Shane said, seconds, I don't know. I'm happy I finished second for our points, especially drawing as late as we did. I was really worried drawing as late as we did, and how the night was going to wind up. And just to be up here with these two guys at the end of the night is an accomplishment for me. We haven't had the greatest year, and we didn't know really where we were going to be at in the half-mile stuff when we came into Knoxville. So this is typical. Hate giving races away, and I didn't give it away, but I did make it as hard as I could have for them. That's for sure. On the restart, I was getting into turns, mainly getting in. Once I got to the center, I was okay. I could come off turns, and I felt great around the top. But especially when I hit traffic, I really didn't know where to go. I heard Shane. I'm pretty sure I heard Shane coming outside of me there, and I just thought he was coming on the outside, and he didn't. He ducked around, and I gave him a shot, maybe trying to get back to him coming off the floor, but he definitely was hooked up too, and he stayed good at that point. I got back to the bottom and just ran second.
Thank you.
Make our way back to the back here.
Mark Dobmeier, Sherry the Speed Sisters. Mark, you had that caution. What was going through your mind with Johnny shots on your tail?
Well, right before that caution, we showed these a little bit better on the bottom, and he got by me. Luckily, the yellow came out, so I was able to get him a spot back. And off the restart, I didn't know if these two were going to go to the bottom or what, but anyway, I had a good car up top, so they both went to the bottom. I had to take a run around the top, and after that, I pretty much got down on the bottom and protected, and found I was actually pretty darn good in there. I was actually kicking myself that I wasn't on the bottom more in that race, because my crew and everybody gave me a great car. I think we had a car that could have won it, definitely. I just made a few wrong lane choices.
You have one here in the front row.
Shane, new team this year, obviously, and here you are. You're going to be on the front row tomorrow, I guess unofficially. And it's quite an accomplishment. We're going to prelim here and then be on the front row. Talk about that.
Yeah, for sure. We've had an up and down season. I know it started off with a big bang there at Eldora, and we've had our moments of speed, and then we've had our moments of what the heck are we doing, and it's just a testament to all the guys at LMR Racing, and Justin and Kyle have given us the equipment to do our jobs, and it's kind of up to Steve and I to make good judgment calls, to work better together, which we're starting to do, and it's a testament to their hard work and our great sponsors with Kick It and GoPro. It's always a joy to be associated with those guys, and what the sprint car community has done with the Kick It organization is just unbelievable, and to be a small part of it, definitely special for me. But you know, it's I'm excited to be on the front row. It's a long race. Last year I started third, and the guy that won it lapped me. So I hope I can have a little better finish than I did last year.
Next question. Back here to Jeff Bro.
Kraig, 8 laps in, you were all 4 wheels off the ground coming off turn 4. It was an amazing save. Tell us about that.
I got too greedy, got too low. When I hit that little wash, you know, it doesn't get too bad right there. You can think you can get a little bit more, and all of a sudden the big bump comes, and that's what I did. Been there for years, and probably not the first time I hit it, probably won't be the last.
Any other questions? Are they coming from behind here, guys? I passed you already.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Hi Shane, Race Radio Australia. What has this done for your confidence after tonight?
Well, it's obviously a big confidence booster for me, but you know, you know, we've been knocking on the door a few times to win this race, and I always tell myself you got to put yourself in better position to win it, and we've been able to do that this year. And I always, for some reason, I always come in here with a little bit of confidence. I love this place. I love this week, the atmosphere, and you know, to have my family here and all my buddies from Tulsa, it just means a lot to me for all those guys to be here, for their support. And, yeah, I mean, we're going to give it a hell of a shot tomorrow, I can tell you that. And hopefully the track's in good shape, which I'm sure it will be. And just excited for the opportunity. I'm excited to be with Justin and Kyle, with the group of guys that we have working on the race car. I just honestly couldn't be happier. And the future looks really strong for this team. And you know, I hit and missed and jumped from car to car for several years, and it kind of looks like we're talking about doing the full outlaw deal next year, and you know, I'm hoping that I can take full advantage of the situation, and a Knoxville Nationals title would feel mighty good.
This one's for Shane. Talk a little bit about, you know, usually you run the 360 Nationals and you get a ton of laps the week prior to the Knoxville Nationals. This year you're focusing on the 410. Has that helped you here? Obviously, Kraig ran extremely well, so I would think so.
Yes and no. I mean, anytime you can get laps here, I think it's beneficial, whether it's a 360 or a 410. So it was really weird for me to watch the results and hear the results when I was racing Peebly and not be here to participate. But you know, this team doesn't have a 360 engine, and we've been focusing, you know, all of our attention with the 410 deal, and I think it has helped a little bit, to be honest. You know, sometimes jumping from car to car, it takes you a couple laps or maybe a full night to get back to the speeds of the 410. And you know, I didn't really feel like I've had that issue this year. And you know, can't obviously take away what we've accomplished with the 360, but I'm hoping that if we can ever win this, the big one, it turns into what we've been able to accomplish with the 360. So just you know, really looking forward to tomorrow, and hopefully we get a good night's rest and not drink too much beer.
Mark Dobmeier, another question. You had some motor issues this year, but you've been running here locally. How has that helped you this year?
Yeah, we've had several motor issues, but Charlie Fisher, I have all the confidence in the world with Charlie and James Fisher, and we just got a fresh motor back with new heads and injection on it, and it's obviously running good. And yeah, they definitely got the problems worked out, and we're ready to keep that same bullet in for tomorrow.
For Shane, you've won here in 6 different cars, I believe. How the hell did you do that?
Oh man, like I said, I honestly just love this place. It kind of suits my driving style, and you know, I think it goes back to, you know, Andy and I were talking about it back at the campground. You know, I struggled here in my dad's stuff, and I went and worked for him in 01, and I was able to get the opportunity to drive the 8H. And from that day, from that year to now, I've just picked up a knack to race really well here and to do good. And I don't know what it is. I always have a lot of confidence coming in here. And you know, every time I come into this race or come here and race, I've got good equipment underneath me. So that's a lot of it. You can't win here without having good motors and good cars and good crew working on it.
Shane, Race Boys, congratulations right here. Last year, driving Paul's car, ART chassis, is the feel the same compared to what you were doing with Paul? I mean, does the car feel pretty similar to what you did in the past with Paul Silva's car?
Yes and no. You know, the tires have changed since last year, so these guys can probably contest to you know, one night you feel like $1 million and the next night you feel like you can't drive. So you know, a little bit of that has changed, but as far as my setup and stuff, it's pretty similar. I kind of knew the package that Paul and I have ran well here, and we've kind of translated that into the 2-car. But you know, we were Pro Shocks and a different car, as you said. You know, we're factory Kane shocks this year with GF1 cars, and you know, tonight we came here in May with the World Outlaws, and the track was way slicker than it was tonight. And we had a pretty good finish there too. So, you know, to answer your question, it's pretty similar.
Kraig, talk a little bit about how your year's gone. And it has been the best year for you, and a little bit of confidence running second today had to help.
Yeah, definitely. You know, having confidence, especially having a race like we had tonight, the whole night we had tonight, it's going to help us going into tomorrow, knowing we can do it, knowing we can put a car capable of winning a race here at Knoxville this year. And to answer the first part about it, you know, it started out, you know, it's never good enough for racers anyways, but you know, we've had a solid car, but it seems like every time we start finding something that we think is going to help us out, it just, you know, it's like we take 2 steps back all of a sudden, and you know, we just really haven't found anything. We've been close a couple times, feel like we're going in the right direction, and we just can't get our stuff working the way that I would like to. And yeah, at the same time, we're not that far off, but we still got little things where I would like to help. I would like to get stronger for our programs.
And if there are no more questions, we'll go ahead and get these guys set up again for photos. We want to thank again RacingJump.com, the boys standing over there. Appreciate you guys helping us out on our qualifying.